Welcome to this week's video. For this week, I'm going to be doing my book haul for the month of July. These are a few books that I would like to show off from my that top book shelf there. And yeah, so I will also be announcing the winner of June's book haul giveaway and offering you a new giveaway this month. So, let's start off with the books that I have to show you first. We are beginning with Lorraine Heath's Beauty Tempts the Beast. And it's a historical romance, clearly, where the guy kind of looks like, got a little bit of like Carl Urban vibe going. Am I the only one that sees that? Yeah? No? Just me? But let's read the little back blurb, shall we? Is there an insert cover? No, there isn't. But Lorraine Heath is one of my absolute favorite historical romance authors. Love her. Althea Stanwyck was a perfect lady, destined to marry a wealthy lord until betrayal left her family penniless. Though she's lost friends, fortune, and respectability, Althea has gained a scandalous plan. If she can learn to seduce, she can obtain power over men and return to society on her terms. She even has the perfect teacher in mind, a man whose sense of honor and dark good looks belie his name, Beast. Benedict Truelove, that's his name, may not know his parentage, but he knows where he belongs, on the dark side of London, offering protection wherever it's needed. Yet no woman has ever made such an outrageous request as this mysterious beauty. Althea is out of place amongst vice and sin. Even if she offers a wicked temptation he can't resist. But as the truth of his origin emerges at last, it will take a fierce, wild love to overcome their path. Let me guess, he's a secret duke. Because there are any number of those in England Times. Next is Julie Garwood's The Prize. And I'm pretty sure I have not read this one. I remember the wedding, I remember the bride. I don't remember the prize, so I don't think I've read this one. Does it have an insert cut? No, it does not. Okay. In the resplendence of William the Conqueror's London court, the lovely Saxon captive Nicola was forced to choose a husband from the assembled Norman nobles. She chose Royce, a barren warrior whose fierce demeanor could not conceal his chivalrous and tender heart. Resourceful, rebellious, and utterly naive, Nicola vowed to bend Royce to her will, despite the whirlwind of feelings he aroused in her. Ferocious in battle, seasoned in passion, Royce was surprised by the depth of his emotion whenever he caressed his charming bride. In the climax of utmost treachery, where Saxons still intrigued against the Norman invaders, Royce and Nicola reveled in their precious new love, a fervent bond soon to be disrupted by the call of blood, kin, and country. So, that is a beautiful cover. So pretty. So, definitely looking forward to that one. And she's written more like, I think she's turned more towards romantic suspense now, which makes me sad, because I read one romantic suspense by her, Ransom, and I liked it, but I'm not a romantic suspense girl. So I love her historicals more, and I wish that she would get back to writing those. I don't know if she has. You could check that out, but yeah, it makes me sad. Next is Maggie Osborne's Silver Lining, and that is a spoon. The insert cover is a spoon and what looks like a wedding ring on the side there. Peekaboo! I had to. Yeah, so let's read the back blurb, shall we? As scruffy and rootless as the other prospectors searching for gold in the Rockies, Lowdown wanted... Her name is Lowdown. Lowdown wanted nothing in return for nursing a raggedy bunch through the pox. But when pressed to reveal her heart's wish, she admits, "I want a baby. Not a husband, not a forced marriage to the proud man who drew the sacred scratched marble, and became honor-bound to marry her." To be sure, Max McCord was easy on the eyes, but he loved another woman and dreamed of a different life. Yet they agreed to a temporary marriage that could only end in disaster. But can this strange twist of fate lead to the silver lining that both have been searching for? So, marriage of convenience. Love it. Love it. And I have another Maggie Osborne there on my shelf somewhere that I've read. The Seduction of Samantha Kincaid. And yeah, I really love that book. And so looking forward to reading this one, Marriage of Convenience, and definitely here for that. Next, we have Thy Brother's Wife by Andrew M. Greeley. Again, I found this at the Evil Day Job, and I remember reading it a long time ago, like so long. I remember nothing from it, but I remember that I read it, and yeah, so let's read the back blurb, shall we? An intimate tale of sexuality, jealousy, and power. Thy Brother's Wife presents a penetrating vision of two brothers, one a priest, one a senator, who each in his own way love the same woman. With all the drama and excitement that took the cardinal sins to the top of the bestseller lists, definitely have to check that one out. Father Greeley, this is a priest! This is a priest that wrote it! Father! I am definitely interested in what's going to be happening in here. Father Greeley continues his riveting exploration of sex and sin within the Catholic Church and in the highest echelons of political office. Oh my goodness. Ooh, and Cynthia Freeman blurbed it. Cynthia Freeman, who wrote, The Last Princess, which I have on my TBR shelf to read, that I'm so excited about. She blurbed it. Father Greeley creates a new commandment, "Thou shalt not covet thy brother's wife." In this spellbinding novel, I was instantly captivated. Oh! I didn't realize that the author was a priest! Is he still a priest? He still calls himself... They still call him Father Greeley. So, oh my. I didn't know that are priests allowed to write sexy books? This might be going to the top of my TBR book. My TBR shelf. Like, I had a book picked that I was going to start reading, what was it? Anne Barton's something that I can't see right now. But it was a historical. But oh my. Should I maybe be reading this one first? We'll see. We'll see. Next is another nostalgic book for me that I found at the Evil Day Job. That I swear, like, the best part of my Evil Day Job is that I get to shop in the book section. The clothes and all that is fine too, like, yeah. But, y'all, when we have nothing to do, and we're just waiting until it's, like, time to go home, I'm over in the book section. That's where you will find me. They're looking at me in the front. Where'd Nancy go? Nancy's in the book section. So, yeah. Her Mother's Daughter by Marilyn French. I remember reading this, but I don't remember because it was so long ago. Again, these are books that I read when I was like 12, 13, 14, younger than I should have been reading books like this. But I always gravitated towards like the big, epic, soapy, sexy, melodramatic books. I liked the, like Sweet Valley and like, those like young like couples YA books and like, like those kind of books. but I definitely gravitated more towards the like adult women's sexy romance melodrama soapy epic big like yeah. So oh my goodness, and I remember reading this one, but I don't remember anything about it. But I know that I read it because I remember this title and I remember the author. So, a rich and compelling story about 4 generations of magnificent women. Her mother's daughter celebrates the love, pride, sacrifice, devotion, and unheralded triumph of all women's lives. In Frances, Belle, Anastasia, and Arden, Marilyn French has realized a stunning family, by turns inspiring and touching, unique and hauntingly familiar. Her mother's daughter speaks eloquently to all parents and the children who love them and want to know them as they know themselves. Oh, so looking forward to this one. Very, very much. Next we have a Harlequin Presents, and it's Kathy Williams' Cipriani's Innocent Captive. And can we look at her outfit, please? I love what she is wearing on this cover. The outfit is just gorgeous. I love that. So let's read the back, shall we? One of Lucas Cipriani's employees has information which could ruin a vital takeover, and he's furious. The only way to handle temptress Katie Brennan is to hold her captive on his yacht for a fortnight, cut off from the world until the deal is complete. Katie is infuriated by her billionaire boss's high-handed behavior, but also unwillingly intrigued by the gorgeous CEO. Once she's alone and at his mercy, Lucas begins to let Katie see past his steely exterior. Soon she's shockingly tempted to indulge in a forbidden fling and relinquish her innocence. Are we virgin heroine? That's okay. I'm not as like up in arms about those as like some people are, but Alright. The Italian's Unexpected Baby. This is another Harlequin Presents by Kate Hewitt. The cover. Having escaped the streets of Rome, Alessandro runs a multi-billion-dollar empire with a control that is world-renowned. Yet Mia, his new forthright executive assistant, threatens that control, and soon their fiery exchanges explode into unrivaled passion. Mia is wary of trusting others, so when Alessandro coolly dismisses her after their night together, she dares not tell him she's pregnant. But on learning her secret, he's determined to legitimize his child. Mia's priority is her daughter, but can she let Alessandro in when it means risking her heart? Of course she can. Of course she can. Gotta take a little drink, cause next on the pile is Edward Rutherford's Ruska. And that is if you're new to Edward Rutherford, he usually writes the history of a certain country, and this is Russia, as it was first called. And he does that by focusing around certain families and their descendants through the years, using the country as sort of a backdrop for the events that happen to the characters. And for the most part, he does it without being like info dumpy, and like he sort of brings the history alive sort of through the characters and not through large sections of being like info dumpy. The last one that I read, Paris, of Edward Rutherford, didn't really work for me because I don't know if I'm misremembering reading Edward Rutherford's books, but for the most part, as I remember, he would write them in like a linear sort of way. Like he wouldn't like jump around to like one plot, like one chapter you're like in the past, and then like the next chapter you're like a generation into the future, and then like you're back, and like I don't know if I'm misremembering, but that feels like a new development to me, and I don't really like it. I don't really like it. I want to like follow it like from the beginning in sort of like a linear fashion, because when I'm with like a group of characters, I want to stay with a group of characters throughout their story and then sort of move into like their descendants. I don't want to like one chapter is ancestors and the next chapter is descendants, and then they're like going like back and forth. I don't like that. And I remember first reading Ruska, but I don't think that I was in the right mood for it, because I had a hard time getting through the beginning of it. So I picked it up again, and I want to try sort of focusing on it again as like one of my nighttime reads, which is that's sort of what I save my like big epic sagas for, like James Michener, Edward Rutherford. I have Stephen King's The Stand up there to like read as well. And right now my nighttime read is Go Tell the Bees That I'm Gone by Diana Gabaldon. So I'm gonna save this for like a nighttime read, so that I can sort of like read it like a little bit at a time and sort of like get more immersed in it, hopefully that way. Because the first time I read it, it was really hard for me to get into for some reason. I just don't think I was in the mood for it. So we're gonna give this one another try. This next one is again, found it at the Evil Day Job. Might have made a squeaky noise of some kind of delight, a good book noise, as you were. And it's Dean Koontz's The Servants of Twilight. This is my absolute favorite Dean Koontz book. Oh, did I read the back blurb of Ruska? I'm so sorry! I didn't read the back blurb of Ruska. Okay. Here, Edward Rutherford turns his remarkable talents to a vast canvas, Russia, spanning 1800 years of its history, people, politics, and culture. Rutherford's grand saga is as multifaceted as Russia herself. Russia itself, harsh yet exotic, proud yet fearful of enemies, steeped in ancient superstitions but always seeking to make its mark on the emerging world. In Ruska, Rutherford transforms the epic history of a great civilization into a human story of flesh and blood, boldness and action, chronicling the lives of four families who are divided by ethnicity but united in shaping the destiny of their land. And it's not actually as big as most of Edward Rutherford's books are. So that's a surprise. Yeah, so that was Ruska. This one is my absolute favorite Dean Koontz book, and it's The Servants of Twilight. I enjoy Dean Koontz. He writes horror. And this has always been my favorite of his. And if you're new to this channel, this might be news to you. If you're not new to this channel, you will understand perfectly fine why this is my favorite Dean Koontz book. An ordinary parking lot in Southern California. Christine Scavello and her 6-year-old son are accosted by a strange old woman. "I know who you are," she snaps at the boy. "I know what you are." A scream, a threat, and then a grotesque act of violence. Suddenly, Christine's pride and joy, her only son, is targeted by a group of religious fanatics. They've branded him the Antichrist. They want to kill him, and they are everywhere. Y'all, if you are new here, hi. I love religious horror. Religious, supernatural horror. That is my favorite horror genre. When it has like a supernatural religious bent to it. So I am very much looking forward to rereading this one. Yeah, so looking forward to that. Next we have Judith Gould's Till the End of Time. Is it a... No answer cover. And I loved Judith Gould's Sins. I have that on my keeper shelf. And I especially love the miniseries that was made from it with Joan Collins and Timothy Dalton. I keep confusing him and Timothy Hutton, but no, it's Timothy. Which one was James Bond? Which Timothy was James Bond? I think it's Timothy Hutton. God damn it. Are you somewhere that I can get to you? Damn it, no. But either Timothy Hutton or Timothy Dalton. Whichever one was James Bond. Yeah, so Sins is on my keeper shelf, and it's one of my favorites because I loved the miniseries. So this one it's another by Judith Gould, and it's called Till the End of Time. And again, it's that sort of glitzy, soapy, melodramatic catnip for me, completely. As the wife of a successful Wall Street trader, Leonie Corinth could endure the ruthless power games of the Manhattan elite, but not her husband's heartless betrayal. Now, left with little but her freedom, she's escaped New York for the breathtaking beauty of the Hudson River Valley and unexpected passion. Sam Nicholson is Leonie's second chance at happiness. He is also a man bound to a secret past, a man haunted by tragedy, a man yearning for a new love just out of reach, a love that could destroy them both, or one that could last till the end of time. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. And this one will be familiar to some of you, because a movie was made from it, a rather successful movie that I know a lot of people loved, and I've always wanted to watch, but I haven't been able to find a copy yet at my evil day job. So it's The Help by Catherine Stockett. And I know that there are some people who will be nitpicky about this, that, and the other thing, problematic, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Shut up. I'm not here for your political correctness, trying to make yourself sound woke or any of that shit. I am here for storytelling. I am here for good storytelling. And I have always wanted to watch the movie, and I've always wanted to read the book, so I'm very excited to start this. I will definitely let you know my thoughts on it when I get to it. But let's get to the back, shall we? Enter a vanished world. Jackson, Mississippi, 1962, where black maids raise white children but aren't trusted not to steal the silver. There's Abilene, raising her 17th white child and nursing the hurt caused by her own son's tragic death. Minnie, whose cooking is nearly as sassy as her tongue, and white Miss Skeeter, home from college, who wants to know why her beloved maid has disappeared. Skeeter, Abilene, and Minnie, no one would believe they'd be friends. Fewer still would tolerate it. But as each woman finds the courage to cross boundaries, they come to depend and rely upon one another. Each is in search of the truth, and together they have an extraordinary story to tell. So, definitely looking forward to this. I don't care if you have any issues with it about white people and white savior people and that kind of thing, that anytime a white person is these are the same people that bitch about racism, but anytime there's a story about a white person being good and kind to a black person, oh, it's white savior bullshit and it's problematic and blah blah blah, and that pisses me off so much. Just let people be people. Just let people treat each other with love and respect. White people and black people can be friends without it being some white savior bullshit. So, very looking forward to this, and eventually, hopefully, watching the movie. Because everything I've seen about it, everything I've heard about it, I believe that I would love it. And, yeah, so, there's that. Sorry, we tend to get a little ranty on this channel. A little bit. So, next we have A Midwinter Promise by Lulu Taylor. A lonely... Oh, okay. I must be wicked. There's no other explanation. How else could Julia keep her awful, awful secret? A lonely and imaginative child, Julia loves her family's beautiful and wild Cornish home. Tawray, Tawray, with all her heart. But marked by her family's dark troubles, Julia enters her adult years determined to leave and seek a new beginning in London. It's there she meets the handsome David Pengelly. They fall in love, but when Julia becomes pregnant, even he can't stop the terrible echoes of the past from ringing in her ears. The only sound to be heard above the noise is the old Cornish house calling her home. For Julia's adult children, Alex and Johnny Pengelly, Tawray hides the history of their family within its walls. For Alex, the house is full of memories of her late mother. For Johnny, it's the house that should have rightfully been theirs after Julia died, but has been stolen from them instead. Their stepmother, Sally, wanted it gone, and so Tawray was lost. With their father now lying in a hospital bed, time is running out for Alex and Johnny to uncover the secrets of what happened to their mother all those years ago. Can they discover the truth before Tawray closes its doors to them forever? Family Secrets, all about it. Love it, love it, love it. Cannot wait to read this one. So, that was it for my for my book haul. So for now, we will be picking the winner for June's book haul. And for that, we were giving away a copy of Diplomat's Pregnant Bride by Merlin Lovelace. It's a Harlequin Desire. This was such a sweet book. I really, really enjoyed this book. So thank you to everyone who entered, and the entries are here in this little cameo box, and that was a gift from my sister, Julia LeBlanc, she of the Fantastic Outlander videos. So let's do a little shaky shaky, and let's go in and pick a name. And the winner is Robin is Here. Username Robin is Here. So I will be contacting you somehow, because for some stupid reason YouTube doesn't let you tag people in comments. So I will give you like my email, and I'll leave my email in the description, and you can email me your mailing address, and I will get this book out to you ASAP. Thank you again to everybody who entered. And now, again, however, if you do not contact me within a week of this video, of me having drawn your name, I will then the giveaway will go to the next person that I pick from the entries. And yeah, so you have about maybe like a week or two I'll give you to email me your mailing address so I can send the book out to you. So make sure that you watch, hopefully you're watching this video so that you see if you won. But yeah, so just get your mailing address to me and I'll get the book out to you ASAP. For this week's video, for this week's giveaway, we are giving away a copy of Karen Marie Moning's Kiss of the Highlander. And I can read the back to you. I guess I should do that because I'm not going to assume that you know the book, even though the Karen Marie Moning's Highlander series is my favorite series of hers. I haven't started the Fever series because I'm not so well. Then again, these are like druid, Highlanders and like immortal Highlanders, so fairies shouldn't be that sort of out of the realm. But I don't know. I've just never really felt like getting into her Fever books, but maybe I should. Maybe I should. But right now, we are giving away Karen Marie Moning's Kiss of the Highlander. Let me read the back for you here. Enchanted by a powerful spell, Highland Laird Drustin McKeltar slumbered for nearly 5 centuries hidden deep in a cave until an unlikely savior awakened him. The enticing lass who dressed and spoke like no woman he'd ever known was from his distant future, where crumbled ruins were all that remained of his vanished world. Drustin knew he had to return to his own century if he was to save his people from a terrible fate, and he needed the bewitching woman by his side. Gwen Cassidy had come to Scotland to shake up her humdrum life and just maybe meet a man. How could she have known that a tumble down a highland ravine would send her plunging into an underground cavern to land atop the most devastatingly seductive man she'd ever seen, but that once he'd kissed her, he wouldn't let her go. Bound to Drustin by a passion stronger than time, Gwen is swept back to 16th century Scotland, where a treacherous enemy plots against them, and where a warrior with the power to change history will defy time itself for the woman he loves. So, if you would like to be entered in the giveaway for this book, just leave me a comment that you would like to be entered in the giveaway for this book. That's pretty much it. Just leave me a comment, and and then I will pick a winner in August's book haul. So make sure that you're subscribed so that you can be notified when that video goes up. So that is going to be it for this week's video. Again, congratulations to Robin is Here for winning a copy of The Diplomat's Bride. I don't remember if I put my email in the description already, but if I haven't, I will, and then you can email me your mailing address. And if you'd like to enter to win Karen Marie Moning's Kiss of the Highlander, by all means, leave a comment, and I will pick a winner during my August book haul. So, that's going to be it for this week's video. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/authorejamie. Like my Facebook page at facebook.com/authorejamie, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!